So, welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to another Crystal Lake break. We're doing Junk Wax Thursday. It is Thursday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay, so
Yeah.
then we're doing Junk Wax Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually just saw April of 22. This was priced at $35 for the box, which, isn't necessarily Junk Wax pricing, but we haven't opened up Fleer Ultra before. This was a really fun set back in the day. It was following in the footsteps of 91 Stadium Club. 92 Fleer Ultra was like, ooh, let's do full picture cards with a small footprint for information. And then let's make it like super special Kodak paper. They also started doing inserts again, right? So we were talking a few times ago about like how 92 Donruss inserts really changed the game. Inserts to 92 Fleer Ultra. Now, so unfortunately, we bought a 92 Fleer Ultra. There's nothing crazy about these inserts. They're cool. They're rare. They've got like a marble look, which is pretty neat. 92 Fleer.
It looks like a bird's eye view of a pool to me.
A pool?
Yeah.
Marble?
Like the white looks like the ripples, like the water.
Oh, okay.
effect.
I was talking about this black marble around this border.
Oh.
But I get it. Yeah, I can see that. Water, sure. 92 Fleer cello packs had the Rookie Sensation inserts, which were just as big as the 92 Donruss Diamond King inserts. That's not this, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, can we verify that we are recording audio?
Oh, right.
Yeah, I see everything, so no, we don't want to do transmissions. So we're looking good. Alright, let's
Did we post the last stream?
it did post. It automatically posts while we stream, right? It's a live stream.
Oh, right.
Ooh, weird cello paper. Oh, it's all weird. Oh, it sounds so horrible. Look at these guys.
They look like those things from Willy Wonka.
I love gold!
Golden ticket.
Isn't it weird?
Except the gold is on the outside.
I am from Holland. Isn't it weird? I love gold. Are we going to do the stacks or the packs? Stacks it is. Go ahead and choose your stacks. Your gold stacks. People love the stacks. Sorry. Alright, next. Alright, that's you. Take too long. Let's go. Alright, first up from our gold 92 Fleer Ultra Series 2.
Oh.
Let's see if they're sticking. Oh, they're bricked.
It doesn't rip open.
They are bricked.
It doesn't.
No, not easily. Sean Bosky Cubbies. They are sticking together. Oh, okay. I thought you were going for the razor. I'm like, probably not a good idea to let the minor. Gary Varsho, Alex Fernandez, Charlie Liebrandt, Jeff Juden rookie, Eric Karros rookie, right on. That would have been a good card back then. So look, it has like the little rookie sticker there. We're gonna take that one as a win. That was a good one.
Ooh,
Charlie
I
Hayes.
like gold.
Isn't that? I love gold!
Yeah.
I told you they were going to stick together. I called this.
Charlie Hayes, Paul Gibson. So these are the same. Just that they mixed the color. Oh, they mixed it to be the team. Okay.
Yep.
Team selection.
Ooh, you got an insert, kiddo.
Oh, I see it.
I see it.
It's gonna be a long time before we get there, though.
Why don't you put the cards down like I did, like one at a time? Oh yeah, look at the backs. There's like full-blown pictures as well.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, along with a little bit of stats.
The camera's right there.
Perfect.
It's not focused.
That's okay.
Fletcher, Ron Carlton, Gary Reedus, Kirk Cascade, Otis Nixon.
Okay.
Ooh. Ah. Scott. I haven't been looking for. Oh, rookie.
Hmm?
Tim Cruise, not Tom Cruise.
Not Tom.
Ruben Amar. Jose. Don't look at it.
Jose De Leon.
Maybe.
As in Ponce de Leon.
Who?
Ponce de Leon. Spanish Inquisitor. What? Really? Okay, so I gotta teach you Florida history, even though we don't live in Florida. Gary Cotta! There it is. Darryl Strawberry.
I remember thinking that's a really nice last name.
As a Dodger. That's a fun insert. Look at this. Number 18 of 20.
Like, imagine your last name being a fruit.
Sure.
Like,
Do you see the marble look?
Mm-hmm.
It's a nice pull, kiddo. It's a great way to start a box. 1992. Kent Marker. Casey Kendall. Carlos Hernandez. Cliff Brantley. Todd Worrell. Bob Scanlon.
have you heard that Laurel Yanny thing? That sound? Oh.
Reggie Sanders insert.
It's like an audio, and it's a voice saying a name, and some people hear Laurel, and some people hear Yanny, and it changes from like high to low. And sometimes people hear one name, but as it changes its pitch, they hear the other name.
Weird.
Yeah.
Oh, Rick Sutcliffe as an Oriole. That hurts. Henry Mercedes rookie. You got a checklist. Man. Yeah, it's a cubby. It's a cubby. You're not going to see who the cubby checklist is?
No.
It is...
Jackson. Not like Michael Jackson, but Mike Jackson.
Yep, got it.
Vicente Luisi.
I don't know who that is. What pitcher that is.
Jack Armstrong.
Mike Bilecki, maybe?
Jim Abbott.
Jim Abbott, cool. As an Angel still?
Kevin Seitzer.
Is he an Angel still?
3.
Yep, still an Angel. He ends up going to the Yankees.
Cameron.
Spoiler alert.
Sean Boski.
Bosky.
Boston.
Yep.
Boston.
Boston. Boston.
Boston.
Yeah.
Greg Goddard. Dave Gallagher. Not like Galaga, the game. It's really fun.
Yep. Just as old. Actually older. 10 years older. I saw
Wait, which one?
Galaga? Galaga?
It's Gallagher.
Galaga?
No.
Yes.
No?
No, yeah, it is.
What?
Yeah. You've been pronouncing it wrong your whole life's a lie.
I've heard people call it Galaga.
I've also heard people say Caribbean versus Caribbean.
Then maybe there's just 2 ways to say it.
Kind of like demigod.
No. It's demigod.
Demigod.
No.
Got it. Okay.
Scott Bankhead, Gary Varsho, Alex Fernandez. I didn't get anything.
That's okay. Not guaranteed an insert. Ooh, Tom Flash Gordon. Deion James. Eddie Murray. Moises Alou as an Expo. Greg Swindell. Bob Patterson. Robin Ventura. He's the dude that got his face smashed in by Nolan Ryan. There's Mike Bilecki. Oh, Mike Bilecki is a Brave at this time, so
Wait,
that checklist.
His face? I mean, his like by his fist or by like a ball?
By his fist. That's the dude that charged the old Texas Ranger looking guy, and the old guy that like wrestles cattle decided to put him in a headlock and just start punching him in the face.
What?
I've shown you this video.
Yeah.
I have.
I remember the one where the guy kept trying to sneak into the game after he was
Oh,
out. The
yeah.
coach.
Bobby V. It's Mr. Bobby Valentine.
I actually thought it was really funny
Yeah,
that
it
he
is.
stopped putting on a hat and glasses with.
Well, don't forget that the glasses had the mustache.
Oh right.
Yeah, like he was preparing for that. I got another insert. Donovan Osborne.
It was funny to see.
Yeah, that was. So, I remember watching that game 20 years ago. It was a long time ago.
As it was happening.
As it was happening. Yeah, a buddy of mine. I think if I remember correctly. Was it the Mets versus the Yankees, maybe? I don't remember who they were playing. Ooh, Andy Ashby rookie.
It's kind of bended.
Yeah. Bent?
Sorry.
Oh, you meant bent?
Yeah. Mike Perez.
Sorry.
Chris Snow.
Shouldn't make fun of the 14-year-old with her English. I'm apologizing.
I'm usually.
I'm apologizing.
I know, but the way you said it makes it like.
Like pointing it out.
Oh
Shortcomings of your English.
no, because I'm usually good at English, so there's no need for you to apologize.
Okay, then I won't apologize. You should know your English.
Thank you, Kevin McReynolds.
Okay.
Tim
Tuffle.
Tuffle.
Yeah. That's not where you were going, was it?
No.
Yeah. The nice thing, well, where you you're at a disadvantage, is I remember watching the games back then, and the announcers had to get their names right.
Oh.
Right? So, like, that's Phil Plantier. But that's only because I remember the announcer saying it. Now, I remember him being Greg Gagne, but I think it's Greg Gagne. I think it's French. I think the G is soft, the middle G. Because there's also Eric Gagne, who spells his name the same way.
Maybe the announcers did have it wrong.
Maybe.
That time.
Well, and I don't remember every announcer from every single pronunciation.
I just
either.
do my best to sound it out.
That's
I'm
what I
usually good at reading, not baseball cards.
Well, these are all, like, these are all proper names. So what do you think of this this junk wax, like breaking this? It's a fun set, huh? It's got inserts, it's got pictures, it's got Roberto Hernandez rookie. Woohoo! Yahtzee!
I'm being very careful not to cut the cards.
Deion Sanders, Tom Candiotti, Mariano Duncan, Mark Clark. Ooh, Roberto Alomar insert. I got the Roberto Alomar All-Star. Are you listening to the baby cry?
Yeah.
Okay. Wally Joyner as a Royal. Gary Sheffield as a Padre. Next year he would go to, I don't know if it was next year or the year after, but he would go to the Miami Marlins. Well, Florida Marlins at the time. They have since become the Miami Marlins. Jeff Tackett.
I couldn't tell at first if I was in crying or not.
Yep.
That's why I was.
Oh yeah, Gary Sheffield. It's okay.
That was me.
That's okay. It's just the corners. It's not a big deal.
It's junk wax.
It is junk wax. Until you pull a Cal Ripken auto. Which, I mean, it's not in this box, so you don't have to worry about that.
I mean, they might have messed up in manufacturing.
No, it's a different company altogether.
Oh.
Who's that rookie? Pete Hoyer.
Oh. Peter Hoy.
Peter Hoy. Okay. Mark Guthrie.
Jeff Tackett.
Okay.
Scott Hammond.
Okay.
Hammond.
I don't think...
Emmons?
I'm going to reach in front of you, even though that's not polite. And I'm going to look at...
Sorry.
I don't think that there's any autos or anything.
I did that earlier.
Oh, did you?
For the scissors?
All new 300 card basic set, hot rookies, trades, other veterans. Collect Ultra All-Stars 20 card subset. And then look for all rookie team 10 card subset.
Mickey Bones.
So,
Calvin
oh, so I've pulled 2 all rookie team. Oh, that was a Reggie Sanders all rookie team. And then the Roberto Alomar all-star, ultra all-star team. So as far as I can tell, there's no autos or anything. Once again, I'm going to be rude and reach across you.
Sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Because I reached over you earlier.
Oh, I
didn't-
accept your apology.
I didn't realize that was
That's okay.
impolite.
That's okay. You know now. And knowing is half the battle. You okay?
I feel like I just got him.
Maybe you did.
Tim Jones. No, I got Calvin Jones.
Calvin Jones. When I see Tim Jones, I think of Tom Jones, and then I start singing in my head, "It's not unusual to be loved by anyone."
I think of, what was his name? Like Davy Jones?
Davy
with,
Jones'
like,
locker.
The locker at the bottom of the sea.
Yep.
Is that like a fairy tale or what is that?
Yeah,
I've
I
heard
mean,
briefly of that, but I don't know where it came from.
so it was definitely like a sailor's tale hundreds of years ago, and then it was made famous by the whole like Pirates of the Caribbean,
Oh.
or is it Caribbean?
It's, I don't know. I
Aha.
don't have a preferred way to say it.
Andy Stankiewicz, Brett Saberhagen, Larry Walker. When was his rookie? Dwayne Henry, Scott Bullitt, Bobby Thigpen.
Oh.
Ooh, you got one.
Jeff Grotwald.
Okay.
Juan Agosto.
Mitch Williams, Donovan Osborne as a rookie, John Vanderwall as a rookie, Chris Gwynn.
Jeff Becerra.
Who'd you get? Barry Bonds.
Why do you read it before I do?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for reading.
It was upside down.
You can't read upside down now?
Well, I hadn't actually had a chance to look at it.
Would you like a second to look at it?
No.
Here.
You already read
No,
it.
take your time.
You already read it.
Take your time.
Thank you.
That's the all-time home run. All single season home run leader. And he may be all-time home run leader as well. But he has an asterisk next to his name because he was doing steroids while he was breaking all the records. He's that guy. Like, so forever he will be known as the guy that cheated his way to the top. And because of that, they'll never put him in the Hall of Fame.
Good.
Yeah. It's a very passionate thing, right? Because everyone was doing those, those drugs at the time.
Really?
And I mean, not 100% everyone, but there were a lot of people. It was part of like the whole like doping era of baseball.
Oh, then never mind. I take it back.
Yeah. So I mean, he still cheated, right? There are other guys that were great that didn't break those records, but lived awesome careers, and they're upset because they worked really hard.
Yeah, I would be too.
The buzzer going off.
Well, it was like silenced, and then this high-pitched noise from behind us.
Eddie. Sophie.
Washing machine. Oh, I know it's a dryer.
Bruce Walton. Wayne Rosenthal. Willie Wilson. Checklist. Mike Jackson. Oh, this is your pack.
Really?
Jim Abbott. Yeah. That's the pack you got earlier.
It's painful. Look.
Yeah, I see. Is that a cubby?
No.
Padre.
Jose Melendez.
Okay.
Okay. John Patterson.
Okay.
No. The whole thing.
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
I mean, you have to think, kiddo, it's 30 years old.
That's
and
no
it's,
excuse.
And it's pictures.
No excuse.
So pictures stick
John
together.
Flaherty?
Flaherty. Good for you. You got a checklist.
Bill Kruger.
Okay.
That's one. Mark McLemore?
Macklemore.
I like Macklemore. I mean, like, the two songs that I know by him.
Okay.
Gene Nelson. Monty Phillips.
Kevin Mitchell. That would have been a good card back then. Palastash rookie. Okay.
We're not speaking of it.
Jorge Bell. So Jorge Bell, it was Jorge, and then he Americanized his name. I think we've talked about this before.
Probably.
From Jorge to George. So, like, his 1986 Blue Jay card was Jorge, and then somewhere around 1990 he changed it to the American way of spelling George.
I remember when I was younger, I didn't know that Jorge was spelled George. I assumed it was spelled like Jorge. And I remember there was a show I watched, and one of the characters' names was Jorge. And I was reading, those like little paragraphs they have next to the episodes, like to summarize it.
Yeah.
I was reading it, and there was a part about Jorge, and it said George, and I was like, Who's George? There's no character in the show named George.
Oh.
It took me like a solid 10 minutes.
Oh, I got something for you.
What?
You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Ooh. Dibs.
Dibs.
Please?
Absolutely, kiddo. That may be the last year of the Hawk as a Cubby.
Really?
Yeah. 92, maybe 93.
Andy Myers. Jim McNamara.
McNamara.
McNamara? Okay. Wait. You pronounce it Mac?
Yeah, Mick.
I thought it was Mick.
McNamara.
MC. I thought that was pronounced Mick. Like
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Yeah. It could be McDonald's.
No.
It could be McDowell's.
People call McDonald's Mackers.
McDowell's.
Or is that only in Australia?
The Big Mac. I don't know. I've never been to Australia.
It's got people.
Yeah, I've never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music. They say the ladies are insane, and they sure know how to use it. No, you don't know that song. Okay, moving on.
Maybe.
Moving on.
I might know it if I.
It's an
heard,
old
like,
song. I
the
think
actual.
the band name is Three Dog Night.
I've heard of that band.
Yeah.
Three Dog
Yeah,
Night.
they've got a bunch of songs
There's
from,
one
from like
song-
the 70s,
There's one
60s.
song by them that you would play in the car sometimes, but I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Something about like the day or a night or like peace or something.
Yeah, they have a whole bunch. Well, I have the whole album on my phone,
There was a
like
specific
the greatest
one.
hits. Yeah, black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of. They had a bunch of good songs. It's funny that they were fighting for stuff, 50 years ago that people are still fighting for now. It's very interesting.
I find it more sad than interesting.
Yeah, but it's a cycle, right? Because when I was growing up in like 70s, 80s, 90s, it was different than the 50s, 60s, 70s. So I guess I should say more like I was more growing up in the 80s and 90s.
Right.
There were things that just didn't exist, especially where I lived. Because where I lived was like a melting pot of diversity, which was really cool. Oh, here's the last checklist. In other parts of the country, it wasn't like that. So I was never exposed to some of these bad things that we're seeing on TV nowadays.
So were you surprised when you like saw stuff like that for the first time?
Yeah, I mean, we knew of it. Like, I remember in '92, there was this big, there were riots in Los Angeles because the police had beaten an African American, which is what was how we would describe it back then. But I guess nowadays it's no longer African American. That's not okay to say.
What is it?
I guess it's just black now, like Black Lives Matter instead of African American Lives Matter. Anyways, I can't keep up with all the changes. But it was on TV. Like, they were showing the video of how the cops were beating this guy for no reason. The guy's like, please stop, like kind of like the precursor to George Floyd, except this guy didn't die. His name was Rodney King.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, so like we were exposed to it through the TV, but it wasn't like firsthand, right? Because where I went to school, whites were actually the minority. So we had
Really?
Cracker Day, right?
Oh, right,
so
right.
we would get beat up for being white. It was like, whatever, the third Thursday of the month or whatever. Sammy Sosa! So I grew up very differently than, a lot of other people in that regard. So it's kind of like, it's foreign to me. Like what all's happening here. Again, right? Because for the longest time as a kid growing up, I didn't deal with that. It didn't seem like it existed to me. Wow, Rod Beck, rookie. No kidding. I didn't know he was 1992.
I think I only started learning about that stuff when I was like 10 or 11.
Yeah.
Which is kind of surprising.
Well, that's because when you're younger, you don't know any better. No one's told you that something is wrong.
No, I mean like the stuff that actually, like the discrimination and everything. Like I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, well, and that's because it's also how you're raised, right? So that's actually a testament to us.
Good job.
Thank you. I'll take it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go. Wade Boggs. Oh, sorry, I'm one ahead.
John Smiley.
Ben McDonald.
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 Really? That is 4 cards.
Wow.
It's not okay.
Kevin Brown. That would have been a good card back then. Dave Winfield. Junior Ortiz. Oh, whoa, wait. What's this?
John Candelaria.
Candelaria. Yep. Candelaria.
Junior Ortiz.
Okay.
Don Robinson.
All right. Next.
There's still a lot left.
There are a lot left. I mean, back in the day, there weren't a lot of. There was no color, right? There weren't a lot of parallels, if any. But there were 700 cards for the set because it was literally everyone on the team got a card. Bobby Bonilla as a Met. Biff Roberts as a Red. That's interesting. Joey Cora. Damon Berryhill as a Brave. That hurts. Karros. That's a good card.
It is?
It is.
Batiste? No, Batiste.
Kevin Batiste?
Batiste.
Ooh.
Did I say Batiste?
Yes.
I'm off my game today.
That's okay.
Rich.
You know, it's the summertime.
Rich. It's no excuse. Brian Downey.
Okay.
Tom Glavine.
Tom
Glavine.
Yep.
I remember that.
Nice job.
Thank you.
That's a good card. He was a great pitcher. I don't know if he's Hall of Fame. Number 20 of 20. Nice job. Greg Jeffries, right on.
When you played baseball, what was your favorite, position?
Position? They always threw me in right field or left field because I could throw home. So
you were like a
outfielder.
Thrower?
Outfielder.
Outfielder?
Yeah. So there's the infield, there's the outfield, and then there's the pitcher, the catcher. So the catcher's in the back with the umpire. The pitcher throws to the catcher. Then you've got first base, second base, shortstop, third base. Then you've got right field, center field, left field. Nine players. Right? So I was always good for left field or right field because I could throw the 250, 300 feet to home to throw a guy out. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mean you can still play?
No, I'm old.
You're not old.
I am old. I mean, you got to think like.
I feel like 70s, 80s, 90s is old.
Well, I mean, I feel that they're older than me too, but I mean, you got to think like. Rossi, David Ross, the manager of the Cubbies. He's my age, and they call him Grandpa. I think he's a year or two older than me. So he's called Grandpa, and he's the manager. He's not the player. He's the manager. So.
But I mean, the players are.
They're in their early 20s. They're younger than Nene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for them.
Which means that I am too old to play. Another rookie, Pat Mahomes.
I meant for fun though.
No, I mean you start to, as you get older, your body starts to let you know that you're getting old.
Oh.
It takes longer to heal. I mean that's not to say that I'm not active, right? Because I still do exercising and everything. But to be competitive, I haven't been competitive for 20 years, if not longer. David Wells. Yeah, I used to be really, really good at baseball. I could have been somebody.
Why did you stop?
I could have been a contender. Now I'm nothing. I had my knee surgery.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I had my knee surgery.
ACL?
ACL, that's right.
Wasn't that when you were 16 or 17 though?
That was when I was a junior in high school. In the middle. So how it works is you play as a kid. You play, your little league. You play your middle school. You play in high school, and if you're good in high school, a college will accept you, and they'll give you a scholarship to go and play baseball for them. And then once you go to college, then teams. Oh, you got the Hawk. Professional teams will send their scouts out at either high school or college back then, and then they would draft you, and so they would pay you to come play for them when you're ready, right? So when you're done with college or whatever. So you would go, like, I would sign with the Cubbies, let's say. Cubbies drafted me in the draft pick. So then I would go to the minor leagues. I would go to single A, and if I was good, they would bump me up to double A, and if I was better, they would bump me up to triple A before I was ready for the big leagues, right? And that may never happen. Scott Brocious rookie. Wow. That may never happen. It doesn't happen to a lot of people. Like, you have to be the best of the best to get into the pros. So these people that we've never heard of, this Thomas Howard, he's like a 1%er. He was better than probably 2,000 or 3,000 other baseball players in the minor leagues at the time, in 1992. Ooh, Mark McGwire, that's a great insert, kiddo.
Did you want to keep trying after your surgery?
No, I had my sights set on aerospace engineering.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know you had it that early.
Oh, younger than that. Baseball was fun for me. Like, baseball, surfing was really fun for me. I used to, they used to say that surfing isn't a sport, it's a state of mind.
What?
Yeah.
That sounds like some hippie kind of thing.
Well, in tune with nature, so not far off.
Surfing looks fun.
It is
but
fun.
The part where you get wiped out by the wave always looks like scary to me.
Risk versus reward, because when you're doing 20, 30 miles an hour on a surfboard, literally hovering above the water, controlling Earth's waves, it's very, it's exhilarating, actually.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good time. We'll have to go surfing when we're not landlocked in, Crystal Lake, Illinois. I still have my surfboard, right? So
you do?
right,
in the garage.
Yeah, that's right. So, yeah. So, like, all sports have always been, literally at 5 years old, I was playing soccer, right? 5 years old, I was playing baseball. So I think that's what's so important to me, like, with you going into high school and trying out for, the different sports that you're trying out for, is phenomenal. Because sports teach you how to be a team player. Sports teach you how to compete. Sports teach you, not to be a sore loser, that people lose sometimes. You stand up and you shake hands, you say good game, and you force yourself to be better next time.
I didn't... Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I didn't start sports until last year.
Yeah? But hey, you know what? Better late than never. You've definitely got your work cut out for you because of it.
I feel like the daycare I went to kind of helped with that too, because we would do a lot of games, and so many kids would get so upset when they lost or got something that they didn't want to be. Like if they got tagged, if they got out, and they would just start like sobbing.
Well,
it was so annoying.
But they were never taught that it's okay to lose. It sucks, right? It sucks to lose, and it's good to hate it, because if you hate it, it enables you to try harder next time, instead of just throwing your hands up and giving up and crying, right? Mm-hmm. That's why that movie, There's No Crying in Baseball. Are you crying? There's no crying.
Wasn't that A League of Their Own?
A League of Their Own. Yeah. That's right.
With Tom Hanks.
With Mr. Tom Hanks, who is based. This is a true story, right? It's a true story, and Tom Hanks is actually based on a real baseball player, from back in the day, right? He was washed up by the 40s. So,
I remember, like at the beginning, his role was like really rude.
Yeah, he was drunk, right? He was a drunk at the time.
I don't remember that.
And yeah.
Frank Castillo.
Yeah, that's the other thing is as you get older and you watch these movies again, you start to see the adult context in them.
Yeah.
Which I think is, it's nice, right? Because you have these like fond memories of these awesome movies from when you were younger, and then you find that they're still awesome as an adult, but you understand them a little bit deeper.
It's like that with songs too.
It's like that with songs.
Sometimes for the worse.
True story.
Yeah.
True story. All right, Gary Wayne, Rick Sutcliffe again, Henry Mercedes rookie again, Jose Guzman.
Oh man.
Pat Mahomes, Rob Murphy, Charles Nagy, Bobby Rose, William Sparrow. Chad Kruger. Mike Morgan as a cubby. And it's funny is once they're still a little sticky, but once we pulled them apart, they're not bricking as bad.
It's like with glow sticks. It's like you have to work on them to be loose.
Okay.
I was gonna say cracking, but I meant like you have to like hit the top and the bottom.
Sure.
And then it loosens them all up.
Okay.
Except for the ones that are
Except for the ones that it doesn't.
stubborn.
Hector Villanueva as a cubby. We have his autograph
Really?
from 1991 from when I went to Wrigley Field,
Oh, right.
and I got a whole bunch of autographs. I'll have to find those. Dan Pasquale. You're starting to get quiet again.
Oh,
We gotta keep talking. We gotta keep the energy up.
I don't know what else to talk about.
Okay. Andy Ashby rookie. All right. Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 packs left each,
Oh,
so we're getting through them.
staircase.
Staircase. Okay. Eric Davis as a Dodger. Kurt Schilling. Bernard Gilkey. Dave Smith as a Cubby.
I always
Craig
loved
Lefter.
doing that with my friends when I was younger.
Huh.
I mean, a lot at the daycare too, when there was nothing to do. You pretend your fingers are like little people, and you just play with each other.
Okay. I like when you say like when you were younger, like because you're still young.
I'm not. I mean, like when I was a child.
Child.
Legally, I'm still a child. But I mean, like when I was a child.
When you were a real child,
When
not
I
this
was-
fake child stuff.
Well, when you say it like that, it sounds weird.
You've gotten all All-Star inserts. You've gotten 4 All-Star inserts.
Nice.
I've gotten 1 All-Star insert and then 3 of the All-Rookie team inserts. That's interesting. Sammy
It
Sosa!
was also really fun to make our own, like, little, oops, doll.
Little oops.
No, little, like, dolls and characters out of paper. Like,
Okay.
they were, we didn't try to make them, like, 3D or like, anything. Like, they were all flat, I think, one-dimensional?
Okay.
Yeah. But you, like, draw a character and then you cut it out and add, like, a little paper stand at the bottom. And you,
Okay.
like, draw out a house and make it stand up and just play like that. It was really fun.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of stuff that we came up with.
Yeah. The imagination's,
It was fun.
yeah.
I looking at the pictures of cars that you used to draw when you were younger.
Oh, yeah.
They were really cool.
Well, I was always a technical kind of artist, right? I mean, I started drawing technical drawings in like 2nd and 3rd grade, right?
I cannot relate.
No, that's fine.
They were all like perfect. Like they
Yeah.
looked exactly like the real thing.
Well, not exactly.
Really close to the real thing.
I mean, really close for a 2nd grader, right?
All the lines were like perfectly straight.
Well, I used rulers.
Yeah, so I don't remember. Did you draw like the engines, like
Yep.
the inside?
Yeah, I would do the inside and, you know, the brakes and,
You should try it again and see like
I
how
do
much
it.
you've improved.
I do it now for a living. I
Wait,
work with SolidWorks.
But do you do cars?
No, not per se.
I saw something online, and I guess some person thought that graphic design didn't have to do with math.
Okay. So graphic design is different than engineering design.
Oh,
Graphic design is like marketing brochures and things like that.
oh,
Yeah. And then pictures, Photoshop would be graphic design, right? Adobe Illustrator As a matter of fact, I think part of like what you do with your scene editing, that's more of like an editor's role, but it could, in small doses, could fall under graphic design as well. It's graphics that you're designing,
Yeah.
logos,
I
right?
mean, I
so
don't-
like that's graphic design. Our Crystal Lake Breaks logo that you drew.
Oh, well,
that-
we both did it.
But I guess the point is that's a graphic design job.
So digital art is considered graphic design.
Yes, that falls under the same
Okay.
umbrella.
Yeah, graphic design is really fun.
Yeah, it is.
But I feel like it does require math. Sometimes.
Sometimes, sure.
Like, it's not completely math free.
So the odds of finding an all-star card are 1 in 6.5 packs. I don't know how we open up a half a pack. But, so there's 36 of these. Let's just round up to 7. And we'll round down to 6, right? So it's a 36 pack. So we should have between 6 cards and 5 cards. Right? Because 36 divided by 6, which is the lower bound, right? So it's 6.5. So if we do, what are the odds? How many should we get if it was 1 per 6? And how many should we get if it's 1 per 7? Right? Because 6.5 is in between those two. Do you see why I'm doing this? So we should have between 5 and 6 of these all-star cards, statistically. Right now, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the odds of getting an all-rookie card are 1 in 13. Well, 13, 26, 39. But there's only 36 packs. So we're beating the odds.
So you have more than 2.
We've got more than 2. We've got 3, which statistically should be 1 in 39 packs.
We are lucky.
And we still have 2 packs left.
I think the baseball card gods are back on our side.
I like it. And you got a few Hawks. Ooh, Danny Tartable.
What were we talking about before that?
Graphic design versus
Oh.
engineering design. There's also industrial design.
For, like, designing buildings and everything, right?
That's architecture.
Oh, wait. What's industrial design?
Industrial design is like, I have a product and I need an industrial designer. Oh wow, we got another one. David Coney All-Star. Look at this. That's number 6. So we are beating the odds of 1 in every 6.5. And we're beating the odds for 1 in every 13 packs for the All-Star rookie team. So I have an idea, right? I want some product. I want a new pair of scissors, right? So the industrial designer, his job or her job is to design the scissors so they look cool. Like they'll draw the handle. So, okay, well we want the handle to be ergonomic. And ergonomic is it comfortable holding it for a while? So you'll notice like some scissors have the 2 long, and then sometimes there's one where it's a single hole and then the long one. And that's because an industrial designer thought that it was more beneficial to have the thumb as a hole as opposed to a slot.
I never hold them like that.
But the point is that an industrial designer is the one who drew that and said, hey, this is the look that we want for this product.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then the industrial designer, like they'll say, hey, this is how I want it to look. Mechanical designer, go and make this technical. And then electrical, if there's like like everything nowadays is smart, right? Other than smart scissors. But at some point, the mechanical designer will work with the electrical designer to make sure that the electrical stuff plays nice with the mechanical stuff, all while staying inside the envelope that is the industrial designer's vision. And that's Design 101.
And then your
Last pack.
Yeah.
Engineering. Designers are most mechanical designers and electrical designers are engineers.
But you are
I am a mechanical engineer.
Mechanical engineer.
Yeah.
And you have fun doing it?
Yeah, it's fun. Joe Girardi, Cubby Catcher. I mean, I literally draw all day, right? My job, consists of drawing. Marquis Grissom. Reggie Sanders rookie. This is the first one I've seen from both of our packs.
I'll be honest, I have kind of forgotten to be looking out for rookies.
That's okay. I expect nothing less.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Oh. 56.
56. Oral Hershiser.
Really?
Really?
Look at this.
Wow.
That is so many.
Look, it kind of looks like it's a brick,
Yeah.
which is why we call it bricked.
Yeah. No. I didn't do that.
It was 100% you.
No. It was Sophie
Sophie.
trying to mess with us. Carlos Ramirez. Cliff Brantley. Todd Worrell. Oh, I
Bob
thought I got an
Scanlon.
insert for like a black insert.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Because of this black and the gold.
Yeah.
There's another one. Jeremy Hernandez, Ted Wood, and Frank Viola.
Frank Viola.
Viola.
I think we did really well. This was a fun box.
That was a lot longer than I thought it would be.
Yeah, we're at 46 minutes. You got the Hawk.
Two
Right.
times. I mean, well, you got one of them.
That's okay. That's okay. Eric Karros rookie, Andy Ashby rookie. You got some awesome All-Star inserts. Mark McGuire, Tom Glavine, Barry Bonds, Darryl Strawberry. I got the Reggie Sanders rookie, Roberto Hernandez, Eric Karros rookies. But then we also got Roberto Alomar, David Coney, Pat Mahomes, Donovan Osborne, Reggie Sanders, all rookie team inserts. We beat the odds. The odds were between 5 and 6, right? So 5 and change, which obviously you're not going to pull half a card. So we did great there. And then we beat the odds for the All-Star or the All-Rookie team as well. Statistically, we should only have gotten 2. And yet we got 3 of them. So I think this was a win. I think this was a good time. Let's talk about next week. Next week we don't have any new boxes, so we're going to have to find some retail so we can open some mega boxes Monday night. So we'll have to look while we're out and about this weekend. And then Thursday night, we last week or 2 weeks ago, I picked up a whole bunch of boxes of junk wax. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 junk wax boxes. So we are actually getting, we've got 13 more weeks of junk wax before we have to refill, which is fun for me.
That is.
It's fun.
I don't know if that's excessive or not.
13 weeks, you got to think there's 52 in a year. We've been doing this since February.
Yeah.
So, this was a fun box. I had a good time with this.
I like to think back to how much of a novice I was when we started in 2020, and I only knew like insert, shiny, and
Yeah.
I think I only knew those 2.
I think that you're like
And I like barely knew what they meant too. I kept having to ask like, what's an insert again? What kind of insert is this?
Yeah. But you're legit like becoming a pro. Like you're sitting there wheeling and dealing at the card shows now. We go to the card shop and you know exactly what you want.
Yeah.
For the most part, I think
You have to like tell me what comes out
well, of course.
and what we've already done.
That's only because, I want to be, for the new stuff, I need to be cost effective. Like, there was that new box last week. I think it's called Pristine. Topps Pristine. It's like $400 a box. Like, that's a car payment. We're not doing that.
It's like that will get a card that will be as much as a card payment.
Literally as much as a car payment. And the problem is, with Pristine, just like Topps Chrome Black last year, is you get like 6 cards. You're not going to get $400 in value. You're not having a fun time spending, 49 minutes, right? It's gonna take 3 minutes. It's gonna take all of our money, and we're gonna have like 4 cards that are worth $20 total, and then maybe another card that's worth $100 if we're lucky. And it's a picture.
And that's not even half of like what we bought it for.
And that's not even half of what we bought it for. So that's really for like these like top tier people who have money. This stuff, it was $35, including shipping off of eBay. We spent, almost an hour cracking it open, walking down memory lane with some of these players. And in all honesty, if even if we didn't sell a single one of these for a penny, it was worth $35 to me. It was a fun hour, right?
Like, look at all this.
I could just as easily, we could have done mini golf for probably the same price. It would have been just as fun, right? So, like, it's value as well. Like, junk wax, you can't go wrong with it.
It's fun.
So,
Even though they stick together.
and now Stadium Club is coming out soon. It was supposed to come out a few weeks ago, but they delayed it. I don't know when it's supposed to come out now. But that should be a fun set. It's picture cards like this, full pictures. So, but nowadays, new stuff, parallels, and it's probably $100 a box, maybe a little bit more, 125 or whatever.
I keep forgetting what parallels are. Even though just saying, like, I'm getting better at it, that's
Color.
the one thing I always forget.
Colors,
Oh!
gold, silvers, blues, reds. It's this card, but it's got a parallel border. It's a different border in parallel.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, good times. All right, everyone, that's it. We're done here. We're coming up on the hour. Just finished opening up 1992 Fleer Ultra Series 2. Beat the odds. And we got 6 All-Star inserts. We got 3 All-Rookie Team inserts. Nothing worth $1 million, but definitely worth our time. You pulled the hawk. We talked about Monday.
And you pulled the hawk.
I pulled the hawk. No Rhino, no Mark Grace. They must have been in Series 1. So if you like this border type, we can hunt down a Series 1 box and open that, in the future. Try to pull a Rhino and try to pull a Mark Grace. And so yeah, everyone have a great weekend. Enjoy your Friday night, Saturday, Sunday. We'll do our best to enjoy our weekend. It's going to be fun this weekend. And yeah, we'll see you guys Monday. Until then,
Have a great Crystal Lake breaks. Goodbye. I mean break.
stop
not breaks.
recording. Crystal Lake break.